Welcome to Salad with a Side of Fries. I'm your host, Jenn Trepeck, talking wellness and weight loss for real life. We're here to clear up the myths, misinformation, bad science, and marketing to teach you how to eat and how to cheat. Are you ready? I'm having salad with a side of fries. This week, we're talking about Arbonne's EnergyFizz and GreenSynergy Elixir. Caitlin S., thank you for submitting this one through Instagram. So she said, love your podcast, just listen to the proto. Well, thank you, Caitlin. I am honored that you listen and that you wrote in. So then her message goes on to say, I'd love an episode on Arbonne's Fizz and Synergy Greens. I've been using for a while, and from my research, it seems great. Thank you. Well, Caitlin, we aim to please over here. So here we go. Now, super quick, if you have an idea for a nutrition nugget or an episode, send it in. You can go to Instagram like Caitlin. I'm at Jenn Trepeck, JENNTREPECK. Website is asaladwithasideofFries.com. You can use the contact form. On social media, it's at Salad with a Side of Fries pod. Website, Instagram, wherever easy for you, send it in. Okay, so Caitlin's message sounded to me like it was all one product. Turns out it's not. So it's GreenSynergy Elixir and EnergyFizz. So that explains why my search did not find them. I had to go back to Caitlin and ask to send links because I couldn't find anything. So anyway, because this is two separate products, it is a lot to cover. Therefore, this isn't going to be in, I guess, as much detail as we sometimes do going through products. Now, the other piece as a precursor, are you familiar with Arbonne, Cindy?
I am not.
Okay, so some people are familiar with it, some people are not. This is the company behind these products. And I know it's a network marketing company. I don't know if their compensation structure is multi-level or not. And that doesn't really matter for the purposes of our conversation. What I want to urge everyone to understand and maybe to do is to not make decisions about a product based on their distribution. So there can be fantastic products and not so fantastic products from any company with any distribution model. Okay? Now, in looking at these two, I focus solely on the product information on the website. Okay? Starting with the GreenSynergy Elixir. The marketing says, helps reduce bloating, supports gut health and boosts skin radiance, phytonutrient blend of fruits and vegetables. Then it says, your green gut glow on the go. That is a tongue twister. It says, create synergy from the inside out with a drinkable, smart nutrition plus skincare routine that features your greens collagen builder and happy gut formula all in one tasty citrus flavored shot. GreenSynergy Elixir features 13 full spectrum digestive enzymes for less bloat, a blend of 36 fruits and vegetables for smart nutrition support, and a vegan collagen builder for great looking skin. Formulated without artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, formulated without high fructose corn syrup, dairy, or soy, formulated without gluten. Okay, I like what they're saying is not in there. I'm not totally sold on what they're saying is in there. By that, I mean, to address bloat, I typically want digestive enzymes separate from any fruits or vegetables. And in this, you're probably getting the nutrients, but not the fiber of the fruits and vegetables. So I'm sort of like, why not just call it a vitamin kind of a thing? I don't know that for sure. And then it says they're adding vegan collagen. From my research, our best sources of collagen are not vegan. And I'm not sure, but putting all of this together, I'm not sure that I would call this optimal, right? Like, do I want collagen with my digestive enzymes? I'm not sure. I'm thinking about this in real time as I'm saying this with you. I just don't know about putting it all in one formula, right? Again, if I'm looking for the gut health support, there are other things besides collagen that I would be interested in as far as the lining of the gut. I digress, right? I could sit here and pontificate, but let's move on. So then they have these icons that say wellness boost hydrate, gut health. I honestly have no idea what boost is supposed to mean. Going from their other paragraph above, maybe that's the skin health thing. I don't know. Then they give us more icons. Certified B Corp, vegan certified, kosher certified, halal certified, non-GMO verified. And while I like all of these things, I bet we're going to see all of this reflected in the price because all of these verifications cost a lot of money. So a lot of products might be these things, but not pay for the badge, right? Okay, looking at the ingredients. Without going through every single detail with you because we want to do the other product too, a couple things that I notice. I see some biotin and vitamin C, which I like, on the collagen side. I don't actually see collagen in there. They keep calling it a collagen builder, so I'm not really sure. The enzymes in the blend are pretty solid, and frankly, it's really going to come down to if you notice it working for you. Then there are some ingredients here where I guess I'm not sure why they're in there based on the claims that they're making about the product, like the gotu kola. So that's an herb. And sea buckthorn, often in like skincare things, there's hyaluronic acid, which is also in there. Often for skincare things, also joint health. Then there's chamomile and ginger. So maybe you're getting some digestive support from those too. I don't really know. The phytonutrient blend, it's fine. Everything in there seems fine. I just go back to, I would prefer to eat fruits and vegetables. And there is some algae, and we have a whole episode on algae that you can go back to. So there are pieces of this that I like. I think where I land on this is, what are you taking it for? It feels like a lot of things thrown into one, and maybe you don't need all of it, or maybe you don't need all of it together. And the price, by the way, $121, which they say you can get discounted to $96.80. I don't know what you have to do or sign up for to get the discount, but that's for 30 stick packs. So for me, at over $3 a stick pack, I don't know, right? I have a digestive enzyme I like that's incredibly effective. It doesn't have some of the other stuff in there that this one has. But again, I don't know that I need that in my digestive enzymes. And those are $28.95 for 40 servings. So it's just, we're paying for a lot of these things that may or may not be what you're looking for. Okay, on to the EnergyFizz. So they call these Ginseng Fizz sticks. Caitlin sent us the blackberry flavor. So that's what I'm looking at. The marketing says with caffeine from green tea and guarana helps boost energy levels. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. Then their little marketing paragraph says, get the natural boost you need to make it through the day. Whether used as a replacement for your morning coffee or for a mid-afternoon pick-me-up, simply mix this vegan, low-calorie, effervescent dietary supplement with water. Designed to help increase energy levels while temporarily relieving fatigue, promoting alertness, and enhancing cognitive performance. Its vegan blend of ginseng root, antioxidant coenzyme Q10, chromium, and B vitamins, including riboflavin and niacin, is joined by naturally derived caffeine from guarana and green tea. Available in a variety of great-tasting flavors, the dietary supplement helps boost energy levels. Formulated without artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners. Formulated without high fructose corn syrup, dairy, or soy. Formulated without gluten. Okay, super quick. We have to see how much of these ingredients are in there, but I wouldn't necessarily use this as an afternoon pick-me-up. If you have challenges with sleep, if you notice after you're taking this that then you have less deep sleep, a harder time falling asleep, or a harder time staying asleep, it could be connected. Again, that's going to kind of go back to when are you having this throughout the day, how much of these ingredients are in there. But, just worth noting. Then they say good for energy, cognitive performance, endurance, reducing fatigue. And then their icons say caffeine, 30-day. I don't know what that means. Endurance, energy. Then we get all of those icons again with the certifications, the B Corp, vegan, gluten-free, halal, and kosher. Again, if those are important to you, fantastic. Okay. Then, I think it's worth noting, they say enjoy 2 to 3 times per day. I know, I just saw your face. You're like, whoa. So that seems like a lot to me, right? Either way, maybe they want you to buy a bunch of them, or it's that the amount of the active ingredients is so low that's such that you need that much to see a benefit. I don't know. The thing of that many a day is a little bit of a yellow flag to me. Then they just say do not exceed 3 per day. So there's that. Okay. Oh, I suppose this is also worth mentioning. So it's $30 per package for $69. Same thing, you can get it discounted to $55.20. Again, I don't know what you have to do to get that discount. But if we go with their recommendation of 2 to 3 per day, that package of 30 is lasting you 10 to 15 days. So a month's supply is somewhere between $110 and $165 a month if you're taking 2 to 3 a day. So again, not inexpensive. Let's see if the ingredients stack up to make it worth it, right? Okay. I like that there's more than just B12. I like that their source of B12 is methylcobalamin, but it's not a true B complex. We're missing some of the B vitamins in the formula. And the dosing is a fraction of one that I take myself and recommend to my clients. So for example, their B12 of the methylcobalamin, so I like the source, but their B12 has 6 micrograms. The one I use has 120 in a single dose. And frankly, all of the amounts on the B vitamins in this one seem kind of low to me. Even if you took it 3 times a day, it still seems kind of low. I think we could do better in terms of the quantity of the ingredients and the pricing. There's chromium in there, which I like for blood sugar balance and may help with some mood a bit. But again, there's not that much in here. So I don't know. It's like, then there's a lot of ginseng and then 55 milligrams of caffeine from green tea leaf extract and guarana seed extract. I wish they would tell us what kind of CoQ10 they're using, because a lot of CoQ10 is really difficult for the body to absorb. And then there's also a little bit of taurine. So on this one, the EnergyFizz, any pick-me-up you're getting is really from the ginseng and the caffeine, right? There's small amounts of all the other ingredients. I wish I knew the source of some of them too. I wish it was a proper B complex versus just, some of the Bs, although at least it is more than just B12. And then they both have cane sugar, which is fine. We need some, likely something to make it taste decent. The energy one also has steviol glycosides, which is from stevia. So for some people, that's a deal breaker or can cause some GI upset. So you do you on that one. So we did a lot between these 2 products in one nutrition nugget. I think with both the GreenSynergy and the EnergyFizz, I kind of land on, if you like them, great. On the first one, consider what you're looking for from it. If you're focused on gut support, you could probably find that in another formula that's maybe a bit more targeted and less costly and without a lot of other stuff in there. I think you could spend a lot less on both of these and get more powerful ingredients and quantities of those ingredients. So, Cindy, that was a lot. Thoughts, questions?
I agree totally. I think the Synergy wants to be 2 things at once, and it's not hitting the mark for either. And same with the tea. I mean, you could have a nice black tea that you can get at
the EnergyFizz, the ginseng with the, and it's green tea extract. So this is not even actually drinking a tea. It's just, powder you're mixing into your water. Yeah.
And the fact that they say you need 2 to 3 drinks to feel the effects, that caffeine would have me up for days.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, I think I always say this, you do you. If you're taking these and enjoy them, seeing benefits, fantastic. For me, I'm going to stick with others. But there you have it, Caitlin. That's the scoop, my friends. That is Arbonne's GreenSynergy Elixir and EnergyFizz. Well, as always, everybody, I'm your host, Jenn Trepeck. Connect with me on Instagram or all social media. I'm at Jenn Trepeck, JENNTREPECK. Website is asaladwithasideofries.com. Consider this your personal invitation to join us in the Healthy Vibe Tribe. and send a message. I love hearing from you, your takeaways, your ideas, your questions. Whichever platform is easiest for you, that's the best way to learn more. Cindy, thank you again for joining us and sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And of course, if you are not already a member, I invite you to the Happy Healthy Hub. You'll go to asaladwithasideofries.com/membership. This shows your support for this podcast, this community, and most importantly, your health. On top of the 24/7 Ask Me Anything, the community chat, the discounts, and the curated content, you'll get this week's recipe for bourbon mustard steak kebabs. So until next week, remember, there's a difference between going it alone and having a crew with you. The Healthy Vibe Tribe made all the difference for Cindy, and it can for you too. Well, friends, that's it for today's episode of Salad with a Side of Fries. Congratulations for making yourself and your health a priority. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to click subscribe or follow on your favorite podcast platform. Share us with a friend, and we'll be back next week. Always remember, you deserve it, and you are worth it. Happy healthy.